Is the microphone still on? Check's in the mail, guys. All right, we're gonna follow directions, kids. Gotta do what you gotta do, I reckon. Winning. All right. Welcome to Smoke Shop. All right, guys. A friend of mine has his Dodge truck here, which he just got a topper and got it all nice and painted. But the issue is there is no rear glass, no window. You have no rear view. So I went ahead and ordered him a Amazon rear view cam that, you know, goes around the license plate frame or whatever. And we're gonna go ahead and get that unboxed and installed as quickly as possible because he's about to hit the road. So let's get it done. Sure wish we had a fan, kids, but for your YouTube enjoyment, I have to turn it off. I would even say that's not overpackaged. Alright, so what we have here is our LeekooLuu, which is the model LK3 with night vision clear image IP69K waterproof wide view angle. Yeah, it better be waterproof if it's going to be on your license plate frame. Our little manual, our display, which is thankfully got a protective film on it because the protective film looks like it's all scratched up. So we've got a lighter plug-in. Is that our only option? No, we can hardwire it. They do have an option for us to hardwire it also. There's your little camera. He's adjustable also, so you can get your angle the way you want it. This would be a suction cup mount. It's just not put together. But that's our little dash mount, suction cup mount for the monitor. And this is the wire that I would imagine runs from the front to the back. So that's what you get. I'm going to flip through these manual, and figure out what exactly it is we're doing, and then we're gonna get it done. Oh, and here's some crappy tap-ins. I don't suggest you use these. All right, gang. Basically, I have skimmed the directions, which are terrible, and figured out the basic concept of what I need to do. And that is, I need to get this wire fed from the dashboard inside the truck somewhere to the rear bumper. So that's our mission. This is a 2017 Dodge. I don't know if all the Dodge trucks are like this, but this is an automatic. Conveniently, however, if you can see it, there it is. There is a hole for the clutch push rod if this was a manual. And this plate right here is the other end of that. So all that is a cover plate. So basically what I'm going to do is drill a hole through that, and utilizing the old Harbor Freight grommet set, we'll put a grommet in it and feed that wire through. Then all we have to do is get it from there up to wherever we're deciding to put the monitor. And a lot of times the easiest way to do that is just to go inside of this door strip right here, and that gets you up to the top of your dashboard. I'm gonna go find a drill and turn off this damn light because that's really bright. Okay. Well, hopefully that was what I thought it was. Yay! I see daylight. I just want to see if this hole is actually big enough. It's not. Alright, gang, basically I've got my hole drilled through. I've got the wire fed through the firewall. Now we got to get it from here to the back. One of the first things that I have noticed is the length of this wire is going to be pretty close to what we need. Like, I wouldn't mind a couple more feet of wire on here just from laying it out outside of the truck It might be tight. Right now, all I'm trying to do is get the wire from the hole in the firewall down underneath the truck, which I was successful in doing. Once we've accomplished that, basically we're going to get under the truck and run it down the frame to the back. But you want to kind of check everything before you start tying wires off, because you need to make sure that you have enough wire to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish, which is what I'm doing right now. You know, I'm just running it over a bracket here and then over the body mount, and all I'm doing there is trying to keep it, you know, kind of off the ground in the direction that I want it. We're still going to utilize zip ties to make sure that it's not gonna fall down. We basically got it from the hole all the way about halfway. We still got to get all the way back there. We are just in front of the rear axle, and we still have to get back here around or over the spare back here to the tag area. So I'm going to try it, but I may have to feed some more through. I just didn't want to feed too much through because I need to make sure I have enough up front also. Alright, so we actually made it all the way back here, and we've got our wire right there. Oh god, that's some great footage, I'm sure. So there's our wire. We made it all the way back here. Now we got to install the camera itself. I'm trying to get you a decent angle, guys, but the garage door is right here, and I'm not opening it because it's hot enough in here already. So the camera itself, in the directions, they were very proud of the fact that it could go in front of the license plate or behind the license plate. But the way that it's mounted, you have to take out the license plate screws either way. So why would you put it on the front of the license plate? I do not understand. We're going to put it behind the license plate. That way you don't even hardly notice that it's there. Because you don't want to block your decals or anything like that and give Johnny Law any reason to be pulling you over, finding out what you're smoking. Smoke Shop does not recommend smoking anything that is against the law. Alright, now all we got to do is connect this wire to this wire, theoretically. Wow. So there is a directional notch in there that needs to slide into the slot. And then it plugs in, and that's it. Now we have these two wires here, a green wire and a white wire. In the manual, they mention, I don't remember which one was which, but one of them flips the image on the monitor so that you can use this as a front-facing camera, and the other one makes it to where the infrared lights do not come on, because it does have infrared lighting. We'll figure out our exact camera angle once we get it turned on, but realistically, theoretically, all we have to do is plug this into the cigarette lighter up front and into the monitor, and we should be ready to go. Man, that's a strong magnet. Alright, gang. In theory, at this point, what we had to replace some fuse action, but now we have a functional cigarette lighter. And the way I wired this was utilizing the cigarette lighter, which means that I didn't have to wire anything, didn't have to tap into anything. And so now basically all I have to do theoretically is plug in this cigarette lighter and we will have power. So we're going to figure out how this thing hooks up, which is like that. And then basically you want to put your ring on there. This gets turned up like that, and the ball goes in there, and then the ring goes on there and tightens that up. Basically, for right now, I'm just going to set that right there so you guys can see it. Okay, that's where we wanted it. Now, in theory, we are going to plug in theoretically, everything is wired up. We're going to activate power, and that's going to light up. And we're looking at the back of the garage door, strangely enough. Ta-da! Hey guys, it's me, rearview mirror smoke. So it works, yay! Now all I have to do is clean everything up. Talk to you soon. We pretty much wrapped out the process. Wrapped up, wrap on, wrap off. Lost my glasses, can't see the screen. It's okay, you'll be alright. Anyway, there's our little grommet with our little wire going through. And that goes straight down. Again, I'm not going to climb under there and show you, but it's basically attached to the frame and or next to the frame. We come in here. We're attached to the OBD harness. I wouldn't mind fixing that a little bit better, but and then the simplicity was really kind of surprising because basically all we had to do was run that wire from inside of the cab to the license plate area. Then once you're in here, there's a cigarette lighter adapter that hooks up power, and then you hook up your video signal to the dash display unit, and then with it hooked up that way, when you turn the key on, you get rear view. And it's actually a really good picture. Great picture, in my opinion. And, you know, the owner is, I gave him the manual, so if he wants to, he can possibly figure out if you can remove those lines, because it is going to be utilized as a rear view mirror, not just a backup cam. But anyway, that's going to pretty much wrap it up. So I would definitely say it's a good little camera. The only issue that I have with it is that the wire is a little bit short. It worked fine, but like for my camper, it would not be long enough. I didn't see exactly how long it is, but overall, like I said, very simple installation. The hardest part that I had was feeding that wire from the front to the back. Everything else is very straightforward. Now, there is an alternate way of wiring it to where it only comes on when you put the car in reverse. That's actually more complicated. But anyway, like I said, I'm pretty impressed with it, and that's all. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye.